Good morning students, I am Shomajit sir. Today I am here to deliver my lecture on topic metabolism. Here we'll discuss about the different metabolism, the primary metabolism, the secondary metabolism. So watch the entire lecture to gain basics out of it. So without any delay, let's start with the topic metabolism. So let's start. So let's start with the topic metabolism. You can see an outline given. This is the different metabolic pathways that is taking place. Now you should know that all biochemical reactions taking place inside our living system together constitute metabolism. That means what? All the biochemical reactions taking place inside our living body together constitute metabolism. Alright. Example, we have removal of carbon dioxide from amino acid to form amine, then removal of amino group in a nucleotide base, and hydrolysis of glycosidic bond. All right, so what is this? Let's see again. What is metabolism? All the biochemical reactions that are taking place inside the living system together constitute the metabolism. Examples like removal of carbon dioxide from amino acid to form amine. So from amino acid, when you will remove carbon dioxide, it will form amine. The removal of amino group in a nucleotide base and hydrolysis of glycosidic bond. So you can see on top chemical energy is given: carbohydrate, fat, others, ATP, energy, metabolism is about heat, right? And chemical waste is carbon dioxide and water. And on top you can see the metabolic processes: food intake, food breakdown, energy created, body repair, and activity energy. All right. So right hand side you can see a metabolic process. So you can see a TCA cycle given on the left hand side. This is also metabolism. So the intermediate products of metabolic reaction are called metabolites. All right. So the intermediate products of metabolic reaction are called metabolites. Flow of metabolites in metabolic pathway has a definite rate and direction. Right. It has a definite rate and direction. Like automobile traffic, this metabolite flow is called dynamic state of body constituents. All right. Okay, so flow of metabolite in metabolic pathway has a definite rate and directions like automobiles traffic. So this metabolite flow is called dynamic state of body constituents. So you can see left hand side the TCA cycle is given. Now metabolism or metabolites. In metabolism, metabolites are two types. One is primary metabolite, another is secondary metabolite. Right. So metabolites are of two types: primary metabolites and secondary metabolites. Primary means they have identifiable functions in physiological process and are necessary for life. Right. So they have identifiable functions. Examples, we have amino acids, sugar, nucleic acid, lipids, vitamins. So these are the primary metabolites, mostly essential. Like example, amino acid, sugar, nucleic acid, lipids, and vitamins. But for secondary metabolite, they are not directly involved in normal growth and development or reproduction. Right. So this for secondary metabolite, they are not directly involved for normal growth and development or reproduction, but they are found in plants. All right, fungal and microbial cells. So they are found in plants, fungal and microbial cells. Example is alkaloid, pigments, terpenoids, essential oils, toxins, lecithin and drugs. So these are the two things that I have discussed regarding the metabolite types. One is primary and another is secondary metabolite. Now let's see the examples of secondary metabolite. Different examples are there, like different secondary metabolites names are there: pigments, alkaloid, terpenoid, essential oils, toxins, lecithins, drugs, polymeric substances. All the examples are given on the right hand side. You can see for pigments there is example is carotenoids and anthocyanin. Then for alkaloids there are morphine and codeine. Then for terpenoids there are monoterpene and diterpene. For essential oils there are lemongrass oil. For toxins there are ambrine, racine. For lectins we have Concanavalin A. For drugs, we have vinblastine, curcumin, and for polymeric substances, examples are rubber, gum, cellulose. Alright, so right hand side you can see all the diagrams are given one by one. So you can see first one, it contains carotenoid, first figure, carrots and all, then contain anthocyanin, the flower petals and all, then morphine and codeine are obtained from opium. You can see the opium diagram. Next you can see the eucalyptus, the flavor, the cloves, the ginger, the yellowish flower. Alright, they all contain terpenes. Then you have a lemongrass oil. Next here you can see ambrin is obtained from rosary pea. Then right hand side you can see all the figures I have given. Ricin is obtained from Ricinus communis, that is a castor. Then concanavalin A is obtained from Cannabilis ensiformis, like jackpine. Next slide, let's see different examples again of secondary metabolite. You can see like vinblastine and vincristine are obtained from Vinca rosea. Alright, then you can see curcumin, it is obtained from turmeric. Then you can see rubber and gums. Alright, so all the examples are given with pictures so that there should not be any doubt. Next you can see this is a metabolic pathway. So these are series of linked multi-step chemical reaction in metabolism. You can see so many substances are formed. You can see here different amino acids are formed, fatty acids are formed. So this is a metabolic pathway. Next we have metabolic pathway, that means the types of metabolic pathway. One is anabolic, biosynthetic, another is catabolic. Alright, one is anabolic, another is catabolic. So let's see the differences between anabolic and catabolic process. Alright, so you can see the differences are given for anabolic pathway and catabolic pathway. What is anabolic pathway? Simple molecules forms complex structure. Alright, they are constructive, like means simple molecules combine to form a complex structure. It's a constructive process. Whereas catabolism, complex molecules become simple structure. That is a destructive process. That means breaking down of substances are catabolism, and forming of substances is called anabolism. So anabolism consumes energy, whereas in catabolism it releases energy. Example you have for anabolic, like acetic acid is converted to cholesterol, amino acid is converted to protein, and example photosynthesis. Alright. Next, an example of catabolic process is glucose is converted to lactic acid in glycolysis, and respirations also you can see. So in left hand side you can see the figure, two different molecules combine to form a anabolic product, whereas in catabolism one substance break down to form two different products. All right, so very clear differences are given. It's very easy. Now regarding the metabolic pathway, the energy released through catabolism is stored in the form of chemical bonds. Alright, so the energy released through catabolism is stored in the form of chemical bonds. When needed, this bond energy is utilized for biosynthesis, osmotic and mechanical works. Alright, so when needed, these bond energy is utilized for biosynthesis, osmotic and mechanical works. So the most important energy currency in living system is the bond energy in adenosine triphosphate. This is the bond energy in adenosine triphosphate. You can see ATP molecules. All right, phosphate are there, higher energy bonds, ribose adenines are there. So adenine, the most important energy currency in a living system found in bond energy is adenosine triphosphate. This is a energy. All right. So this energy is produced from mitochondria. So mitochondria is the energy currency of cell. You can see the structure of mitochondria given, and it gives instant energy. So you can see in the mitochondrion the Krebs cycle takes place. Then the cytoplasm glycolysis is taking place. Now, what is a living state? In organism, the metabolites are present in different concentration. Example, blood concentration of glucose in normal person is 4.2 to 6.1 mole per liter, and concentration of hormone is nanogram per milliliter. All right. So in living state, the metabolisms are present in different concentration. Blood is found in different concentration, and in hormones they are very found in minute concentration. So systems at equilibrium cannot work. All right, systems of equilibrium cannot perform work. Anything at equilibrium cannot perform work, as living organism work continuously. All right, so living organism work continuously, they cannot reach equilibrium. So all living organisms work continuously, they cannot reach equilibrium. The living state is a non-equilibrium steady state to be able to perform work. So anyone performing work should be in steady state and there should not be an equilibrium state. So living process is a constant effort to prevent falling into equilibrium. So this is achieved by energy input obtained from metabolism. So no living state without metabolism. So there is no living being without a metabolism. Alright, so all living beings, inside the body of all living beings there are metabolism process taking place. Thank you student, this was all about the entire video lecture. We have discussed about the topic metabolism. This on the chapter biomolecules. So hope you have liked the video lecture and understood it. So stay at home, stay safe. I am Shomujesa signing off for today, and again we'll meet in the